Welcome back. Today we are looking at one machine, 226. If you were expecting a Marvel movie, sorry to disappoint. This is Alan Ritchson doing what he does best, being human brick wall with a bad attitude. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We open in Afghanistan. Ritchson played 81, but back then he was just a staff sergeant trying to save his brother, played by Jack Courtney. Because in Hollywood, if you need a brother who is probably going to die in first 10 minutes, you call Jack Courtney. Naturally, the mission goes sideways. Ambushed everywhere. Everyone gets wiped out except for 81, who survived by sheer muscle mass and a very high pain tolerance. He carried his brother back to the base, making a silent vow to become the Army Ranger his brother has always wanted to be. 2 years time passes. Fast forward to the Ranger Assessment and Selection Program. 81 is crushing every single physical test. And he's not a social person, but a lone wolf type. You know, the one who does not want friends, he just wants to finish his raps. The instructor decides to humble him. They make him the team leader for the final field exercise, the mission. Hawk into the wood, destroy a crushed plane, and rescue a dummy pilot. It's basically a high-stake camping trick with guns. Meanwhile, the news in the background is talking about astronauts falling from the sky. Look, if you are in a movie and the news mentions astronauts, it's never just space rocks. It's always an eviction notice from the human race. The team gets deep inside the forest, and suddenly the sky turned into Michael Bay fever dream. A massive pulse knocked out their electronics. Their campuses start spinning like they are trying to win a dance-off. They find the crash site, but it's not a plane, it's a giant, terrifying, multi-legged robot that looks like it's designed by someone who hates everything with a heartbeat. The team isn't here to negotiate. It starts scanning them with laser. Pro tip: if a space robot points a blue light at you, it's curious. If it turns red, you're already dead. The machine starts vaporizing the trainees. Most of them get deleted in about 4 seconds. 81 and few others barely escape by jumping into the river. They find their instructors, but let's just say they won't be giving more grades. 81 realizes the machine is tracking them through magnetism. Basically, if your grid is tacky, you are a target. They find some old school military gear and actual life armor, because apparently this forest is full of convenient loot crates. They try the direct approach, but shooting this thing is like throwing balloons at a tank. It's useless. 81 noticed the robot has a cooling vent that stays open when it fires. It's classic exhaust port weakness. Apparently, even advanced alien civilizations haven't learned from Star Wars. The middle of the movie is basically a high-tension game of hide and seek. There's a scene where 81 has to carry a wounded teammate while the machine is literally stomping right over their heads. It's intense, sweaty, and features a lot of Ritchson vein popping out his neck. The climax is pure gold. 81 leads the machine into a narrow pass by using himself as bait and pushes the robot into a trap where he lets rocks fall into the robot vet. Boom! One giant toaster neutralized. 81 carries his survivor friend across the finish line of the training course. He's bloody, he's tired, and he's ready for a nap. He thinks he won the game, but then the instructor shows up in a helicopter and drops the bombshell. Those astronauts here from earlier, that wasn't just one robot. Thousands of them had landed all over the globe. The training is over, but the war has just started. The movie ends with 81 getting his Ranger tag. But instead of celebration, they hand him a rifle and point him towards a horizon filled with smoke. Welcome to the team. Now go save the planet. So, that's War Machine. It's basically Predator, but with more metal and less mud. If you like this recap, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Drop a comment below. If you were in the wood and saw a giant robot, are you going to stay to fight, or are you going to be a world-class sprinter? See you in the next one.